Okay. Hello, everybody. Um, this is episode officially 3, but like technically 4. Um, Today I have nothing prepared outside of the fact that I have random thoughts that I'd like to speak about. I asked on my close friends like what people wanted me. I'm gonna take off these headphones because that's annoying me. What people wanted me to talk about and like questions. And I got a good amount of like really interesting ones. And I was thinking like maybe today I'll talk about one of the questions that I got, but I'll see later. It depends. Um, I want to start off by saying my head hurts. I have a headache, horrible headache. I think my slick back is too tight. And so my head is hurting. It's also like blizzard watch right now, like blizzard warning, which is insane. Like it's March. Like this is not normal. Like why why are we on flipping blizzards warning, like it's cold as hell outside. I was at work, I was at my internship, and it was chill. Like nothing crazy happened, thankfully. I didn't have to deal with any people, which is good because I wasn't really in the mood today. I'm like starting my cycle, starting my period, so I've been like a little bit more like emotional than normal, but so I didn't really want to deal with people, which is good. um yeah, I just found an old Panda Express fortune, which says, I did not know this was in my pocket. True friends will be there for you when needed. I think this is true. I think this is very true. Um, which is cool. Real ones out there know. What else was I gonna say today? I had so much to talk about and I forgot. I have so many thoughts that'll pop up. But something I did want to talk about was St. Patty's. Oh goodness. I'm yawning. Before I think I talk about St. Patrick's Day, I still want to continue my intro. Oh no, actually I'm gonna jump into St. Patrick's Day. So St. Patrick's Day. Well, not really, because St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow officially, but it got celebrated this weekend with the river. And it was crazy just because, like, it was my first time ever going. And I went with my boyfriend. I went with Marino. And it was fun. Like, it was really cool. It was cool to see the river died. But I've never, like, I felt like it wasn't truly what everybody gives it. And, like, all the credit that it gets. I'm going to yawn again. Hold on. That was while I yawned. So, yeah, I feel like the river dying being so green, like it didn't have the same effect this year because it was like so ugly and literally was snowing. Like, why was it snowing? Like, I don't get it. Anyhow, I loved seeing like all the photos of the cops like throwing out Borgs, because like what, why are you throwing out Borgs? Like, just like ops. And it's true, all the memes of like, oh, it's a bunch of like suburban kids, like white suburban kids downtown, is like so true. It was like really funny but also like really uncomfortable. I didn't like it. I like was missing my like city vibe. But it was cool to see it like green because we didn't see it get dyed because I went to see an apartment, which was in of itself another horrible experience. But it was really cool to see it green. I like the tradition. I like think it's cool that they do that, and I think it's cool that they do it in an ecologically friendly way so that the fishes and like the wildlife aren't affected. And Marina was telling me that apparently like the river is like the cleanest it's ever been, so people are starting to swim in it, which is cool, like in the actual river, not the lake, like the river. So that's really cool. But anyways, me and Marina went out and we ended up at some random DJ set on the street in like River North, which was interesting. It was cool. The DJ was like interesting for sure. Like some of the stuff was like really fun, and then sometimes I was like, this is like the whitest thing I've ever heard. Like, I don't know, like club, like not club music, but like your typical electronic house club music that you hear at the club, which was like boring to hear. But it was cool. I mean, we were there for probably like 30 minutes, maybe less, before we like left. and headed home. I honestly don't remember like half of it, to be honest. I don't remember it, and I was also really sleepy. But St. Patrick's Day was cool. I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm definitely wanting to do it next year again and like do it more intensely. Like I want to go out and like do a bar crawl or like spend the whole day out, like go actually crazy for it because that's like so fun. Like I've never experienced that. So I kind of want to experience that. Um I think today I'm just going to be like jumping around from stuff to things because I don't really have much, but I have a lot of thought. Like I don't have one big topic I want to talk about. But there's a lot of stuff I want to say. Um I have decided that next week I think I'm going to do Sinners, kind of like I did with Bad Bunny, like an in-depth Sinners take. And I think only because like that's kind of fun. Like I love Sinners. Like Sinners is the best thing to ever happen to this world. It's an amazing film, and like that kind of segues into my next topic of like the Oscars and Sinners, which the Oscars were yesterday, I think. And I think the Oscars are like a joke. Like I think that they're a joke because they're such a like they're a white, like Michael B. Jordan, this being his first ever Oscar he's won is ridiculous. Like, and it's all due to the fact of like racism. Like the fact that Timothy Chalamet even had a chance to win over Michael B. Jordan, or like even like Frankenstein, like Jacob Elordi, and like is it Benicio del Toro who acts as like actual Frankenstein or the monster? I don't know, but like there were so many movies that were so much better than I didn't even watch Marty Supreme, and I don't want to then, but I know that they're better than Timothy Chalamet. So it's kind of ridiculous that people were actually like hoping Timothy Chalamet won, which is crazy, especially after his comments about ballet and opera, because it's like, how are you dissing ballet and opera? Like that's like the early, not the, yeah, like some of the earliest, oldest forms of music and storytelling that exist. Like I don't know. So when I heard that he was like dissing on ballet and opera, I was kind of like, okay, you're literally op now, because like what do you mean you don't, you know, mess with ballet and opera? Like I really like ballet and I really like operas. Well, I don't really like operas. I enjoy them, but I've only been to a couple that my mom forced me to go to. But ballets I do enjoy. I like them. I like to go every year to see the Nutcracker. Because it's just beautiful. Like it's a beautiful art form. And him saying that is crazy. And so I'm like really glad that like everybody called him out on it. Like even Connor, I think his name is Connor O'Brien, the guy that like hosted the Oscars, that was like making a joke about it. But yeah, the Oscars were interesting outside of the fact that they're like extremely racist. I think it's crazy that like it's like they give you nothing while you're there. I don't know. I think that they could do so much more, and like they've had like so much drama in the past, and like they're, as an institution, like it's not the best, I don't know much about them, so I'm like really just talking out my butt, but like it really is just an interesting organization, and I feel like Sinners should have won everything. Sinners and Frankenstein should have won every single award there was, because Sinners was the best thing ever effing made. Like I can't say it enough. Like I cannot say enough how much I love Sinners and how deep of a performance it was, and how just every week since the movie has come out, I have literally found something new about the movie, every single week. Every single week, I learn something new and I spiral, and I think about Sinners at the very least, once a week, twice a week. I was talking about it today with somebody, and I was talking about it with Marino the other day about how I compare Sinners to Debí Tirar Más Fotos by Bad Bunny. And I don't know if anybody else kind of feels this way, but it's because they came out, I feel like, both kind of similarly almost a year ago. Let's check. Let's Google. When did Sinners come out? April 18th, 2025. Okay, so Bad Bunny's Debí Tirar Más Fotos came out January 5th. Okay. Sinners came out April 18th. So they were Debí tirar más fotos un año tiene. Sinners, like a little bit. We're almost at a year, a month off. They were both, I think, historical because they both changed the scheme of like where they're at, like in their fields, like in cinematography and in music, so much. Like, Debí tirar más fotos is still my number one played album. It's still my number one songs, number one artist. I still think about it. I continue to be amazed by like the sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. The political aspects behind it and like the history behind it and like how much it still comes into play. Same with Sinners. As you learn more about Sinners, you realize how deep this movie is. From the casting to sorry, I didn't swear. From the casting to the music to the languages to like little details about the cinematography. Like, that's why they won, I think, best photography and videography, because it's insane. Like, it's crazy. And I love Sinners. And so them winning, I think, is amazing. And I think that they deserve the world. And I think that Ryan Coogler is, like, it's crazy to think that this is an original concept that he had. Like, what? So I think, thank God the Oscars gave him his props, because I read something that was like, I read one of the like anonymous voters said something like, it was kind of unfair that Michael B. Jordan won, in the sense of like, it was a given that he would win, because how does one actor play two people so well? Like, you have double the chances of winning an Oscar, which is stupid. It's like, no, like nobody else could play twins like Michael B. Jordan did. Nobody. So I think it's just like, thank God. Thank God for the Oscars. Thank God that Michael B. Jordan won. I also heard all the tea that's going down with One Battle After Another, which I'm like glad I didn't watch, because I don't really like Leonardo DiCaprio for real. But I kind of wanted to watch the movie because I had heard good things about it. But now I heard all the like discourse behind it, and about how it's kind of like, it's using this like white savior complex to minimize, like, I think it's like black revolutions is what I read. So I think it's interesting. I'm glad I didn't watch it. Leonardo DiCaprio also won his first Oscar, I believe, ever, which is interesting considering he did Titanic, and that's like the craziest movie. Romeo and Juliet, amazing movie. But I don't really like him, so yeah, the Oscars. And the I Lied to You performance live at the Oscars is insane. I think that scene is probably one of like the best things I've ever seen. I think it like awoke something in me watching that in the movies. And like, for context, I've seen Sinners like 4 or 5 times, but I've only seen it once like on streaming. The other times I've seen it like in the movies, I think. I might be lying, but yeah, it's an amazing movie. And that scene I think is amazing. It's like the middle point. It's when you like you kind of, everything changes, I think, in the movie. It's when it starts to go downhill from there. But seeing that live is crazy, because not only does Miles, like, the fact that he learned to play the guitar for the role is insane. I think the fact that like he can sing like that, and that all those actors and all those dancers can emulate that in person, like in real life on a stage, is amazing. And they had a ballerina who came out of retirement. She literally just had hip surgery, and she came out of retirement for that performance, which is so crazy. Like, especially because who's front row? Timothée Chalamet. Who's dancing in front of him? A ballerina. Like, yeah, girl, shut up. Like, yeah, girl, sit down, Timothy. Like, please. So I'm glad that they did that live. I'm glad he got all the hate possible. That's my take on the Oscars. I'm not going to talk more about Sinners because I really do want to do like an in-depth episode about it. And that is probably going to be an hour long. It might be more, and I might have to break it up into 2 because it's just like insane. But yeah, something I did this past weekend is I bought a nail kit to start doing my own like gel X nails. And let me tell you something. these holes are stuck on, bro. So I got them and I did them green, and it's like they're not my favorite thing ever right now because I didn't put them in right, and like some nails are like fully glued down, but some of my other nails like have like holes in them, so like this might be gross, but like stuff keeps getting stuck in between them, so I have to like spray it with water to get them out. So I've been like trying to rip them off, especially because I'm going to New York next week and like 2 weeks from now. So not this Friday, next Friday, the Friday of the week that you're listening to this, I will be in New York, and I want to do my nails for then, but these things are glued on. So I might buy like a nail file. I want to get like an electric nail file to like file these holes down and use acetone to like get rid of them, because oh my god, like I've been trying to rip them off, but I've only had them for like 2-3 days, so it's impossible and it hurts. And some of them are like really well put. Like I ate, what can I say? Like I ate. And so I don't know what to do with them. Like I might just, I don't know, I'll update you guys as to how that goes, because I got compliments on them today, but I did them in like an hour and a half, which is interesting because people always say it takes so long. It did not take me that long. But oh, I hit the mic. I want to take them off for New York and do like a cute set. For my first time though, I did well. It's because like the nails were too long, so I cut them short, but then like now it's like super thick, and like you can tell that they're, I don't know, not my favorites, girl. I don't know. So yeah, that's like the little segment about my nails. I'll let you guys know, because honestly, the thing is, like, my natural nails are nice. I love my natural nails. However, they have been chipping these past couple, like this last 2 years, I would say. They chip so easily, and like I like don't know how to stop it, because it's like they don't not chip, and so then I can't get them done or have them long like I like to. And I was gonna start getting them done like by people, but then I was like, I don't want to drop like $60 every 2 weeks to get my nails done when I can drop $60 right now and just get a nail kit set and do it myself. Oh my god, I just convinced myself to buy the nail file. I low-key might do that right now. Let's pull up Amazon. And I'm also, oh my god, I might do that right now or after the show. But I just remembered something. And this is gonna be funny because when this episode is posted, we'll figure out if I did it or not. So I have a tattoo appointment in 2 days on Wednesday. And I'm nervous because I'm getting like kind of like a quarter sleeve on my right arm. It'll be a couple flowers and like it's gonna be cute. How I envision it is gonna be cute. Now I'm really excited because the girl is really good, but she has not been in contact with me whatsoever. Like she does her whole booking and everything through a website, and she hasn't been in touch with me at all since I booked the appointment like 2 months ago. But my friend who went there, to her, like was like, yeah, that's normal, but she's like really good. And I'm like, okay, well, she hasn't answered me, she hasn't texted me, so like how does she know what I want? Like we're 2 days out from the appointment and I haven't gotten a single communication with her. I'm pulling up the chat right now to see if she's texted me at all. She hasn't. Like, what do I do? You know, like, so it's kind of stressing me out. So she told me that the estimate is $250 to $300, which is really good for what I want. And I sent her inspo pics and everything, and she like accepted it. And then I was like, oh yeah, I want to add a couple B's, and she switched the estimate. So it's like, okay, you can see my messages. Girl, text me back, please, because this is driving me insane. Anywho, I'm getting this quarter sleeve, and I like completely forgot about it until last week, and I was like, oh, oh shit, like I need to get the money, because I have the money, but I just have to pull it out of my savings. And I told my mom yesterday, I called her, and I hadn't told her, and I wasn't planning on telling her that I was going to get the tattoo. So I told her, I said, hey, I'm getting a tattoo this week. And she was like, oh, what are you getting? And I was like, I'm getting some flowers, and the flowers are like these flowers that we used to, when my grandma passed, she was like a really big gardener. So it's some flowers that she like had like not created, but like taken care of and like made and stuff. And I'm getting that and some bees because she used to take care of bees a lot. Like I have memories when I was younger, we would be in our pool and a bee would fly into the pool and it'd start drowning and I would get scared and like throw water at them or run away. But my grandma would pick them out of the water and put them on the floor. And she was always like, you have to take care of bees because bees are like essential to our world. Without bees, we will die. But they're not hurting you. Like, they're dying. They're not going to hurt you if you take them out of the water. Like, I promise you. And so she taught me to do that. And to this day, I do it. Like, when it comes to bees, if I see them drowning, like, I'll take them out and save them. Like, and so I always think of her when I see bees. So I'm getting some bees with it. And so I told my mom, and she was like, oh my God, you have like she was like, okay, let me start over. She was like, you're going to have an altar on your body of all the people that died. And I was like, you're horrible. Why would you say that? Like, that's messed up. Because I'm also getting another flower for my aunt who passed away earlier this year. Or my, like, second aunt. I don't know how you say it in English. Mi tía abuela. And so she was like, I was like, girl, what? Because not a lot of my tattoos. I have only one tattoo that is, like, my family, which is the hearts across my arms. Because it's, like, my family drew them. And that was a trend in 2020. And I still love them. But I was like, damn, now you kind of threw me off the idea of getting that tattoo. So I'm kind of scared. Like, I don't think I'm going to cancel it. But then also I was like, that's like, it's going to be like my first big tattoo. And it's on my arm. And what if my arm is too fat? Like, is it going to make my arm look fatter? So these are the thoughts I'm having. And like, she hasn't sent me a sketch yet. So that's what I'm kind of like, what the hell, Yante, girl? I'm pretty sure it's this Wednesday. Like, yeah, because it's on the 18th at 3 p.m. So, like, what? And it's going to take, like, 3-4 hours. So, I don't know. I'll let you guys know how it goes. But anywho, point is, so I need to take out the money for tomorrow for the tattoo because I don't know if she does cash or card. She didn't really say. I think, like, to bring cash or card or, like, what? But I'd rather just bring cash, just to make it easier. Let's check right now together. Her name's, well, I'm not going to give the name until I get it done because what if I don't go? Okay, she doesn't have like a policies thing. Fire. But it's far as hell, so I'm probably gonna Uber there. But the whole point of me talking about how it's gonna be so expensive is because I'm going to New York not this week, next week. So by the time you're listening to this episode, I already got the tattoo, and in like a week I'll be leaving to New York on Friday. And I obviously need money for that. So I'm kind of nervy because I think in the next couple weeks I'll be like dropping like $800, which is like a good amount of money to drop in like 2 weeks. But it's okay because I get paid that week too. So I'll be going to New York, which I'm excited for. We're going for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We come back at midday. It's gonna be me, Marino, Big Kathy, her cousin, and Ruben. So it'll be fun. We're going for Marino and Kathy's birthday since they both have the same birthday. So that'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm like super excited for that, to celebrate their birthdays and go back to New York because it's been a minute. I'm kind of over New York. I've been too much now, I feel like, which is like, you know, first world problem, but not really a problem. But I'm excited for New York. I am actually really excited to go. I hope that the weather is nice. I'm hoping it's not cold as hell like it is here. And I think we're going to have fun. Because it's also, oh my God, I started watching on Reels. It's called, what's it called? Oh my God, let me pull it up. I've been watching it so much. It's called Revival of the Fittest TV, which is this record store in New York where somebody just started filming the conversations that they have in there every day, and it's like the funniest thing ever. It's so cool. It's like a bunch of New York personalities coming together to talk about the randomest stuff possible. So it's made me more excited to go. I'm excited to get bagels. I might bring back some bagels. I might have to smuggle them back into Chicago. I'm just so excited for the food. The bagels, New York style pizza, pretzels. Like, I'm just so excited, guys. I don't know why I'm really excited. I think it's just been a minute since I do something like this fun with friends, especially because it's spring break and like it's my last spring break. So I'm excited to do that. I do have some other travel goals for this year. I really want to go to Texas at some point. And I really have to go to Uruguay. But I think this time around it'll be somewhat fun. But I do really want to go to Texas. I want to travel this year. I really want to go to Orlando. I want to go to Universal or Disney or both. So I'm like low key saving up to do that and kind of like trying to do that at some point. Because like that sounds so fun. I want to go so bad. I want to go so bad. I don't know why. I've just been really in the traveling mood this year. Like, I want to go everywhere. I want to explore. Like, I think it sucks the fact that it's like, unlike Europe, the US is not as well connected through airlines, and it's not cheap. It is not cheap to fly anywhere here as it is in like Europe. Like, when I was in Switzerland, if I wanted to go to Italy or like Manchester or somewhere for the weekend, like, it would cost max like $150. I'd get a, oh my god, I forgot the airline name. But I would get this one airline that was cheap. It's like a Spirit. It was cheap. It was fun. Is it Ryanair? No, I don't think it was Ryanair. I don't think I ever flew Ryanair. It was another one. I'm like really blanking on it. But you could go to a whole ass other country in like an hour and a half and have fun. And like it was so quick. So I would love to do that again. I would love to just like travel somewhere for cheap again, whether it's Canada or another part in the US. I think it would be fun to do something like that because I just miss traveling and exploring, and I don't want to be stuck here, especially because in a couple years I'll start working like full time, and it's like you're not going to be able to just take time off school, like skip classes. Like you can't just skip work, you know, if you want to, which I can right now. So hopefully traveling will be in the next couple of months, and we'll see where that goes. I don't really know what I want to do in New York though. Like outside of eating and stuff, I'm really just there for the vibes of it. I know we're going out a lot. We're probably gonna go out Friday and Saturday. The 2 nights that we're there, we're probably gonna go out, which is fine by me. That's like super exciting because I love going out. It's so fun. I don't really know what else to talk about. Like, I think today's gonna be like a really short episode. I don't really like have anything planned. Let's see. I'm gonna look through my questions that I got. I got asked apples versus oranges. I've gotta say, this is a toughie because my thing with fruits overall is that I get really bad allergies from pesticides. And it happens a lot more with apples because you're eating the skin than it does with oranges. And so apples are yummy, but I only really eat them in the summer. And apples, I have to clean them really, really well. I have to take off the wax, like make sure that the wax is off, because if not, I get an allergic reaction in my throat and it sucks. But oranges are fire. I love oranges. I love orange juice. I love some fresh orange juice. I very, very recently started eating oranges, like cutting them up. Because somebody I know gave me an orange cut up like a while ago, and I was like, I forgot that you can just eat an orange. Which is reminding me that I have oranges at my dorm that I have not ate. So hopefully they're still good. I recently bought a bunch of like veggies and fruits from Trader Joe's like 2 weeks ago, but I didn't eat them. So they've been going bad. So I'm mad because I just wasted like $20. So I've got to say, apples versus oranges, my first thought is oranges. I just like oranges more, and I think they're better. So I think that that's going to be like my dilemma for the day. Apples versus oranges. Red versus orange, if you will. I like the oranges more. Yeah, that's kind of like all I really have for this week. I know this kind of sucks because I don't really have much. I've just been lazy and busy and like, I don't know what I thought this would be, but it isn't what I thought. So, yeah. Um, yes, that is me yawning. Let's see what I can put. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna end it off for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's something you guys want me to talk about, let me know. I don't even know if anybody's listening to these anymore. Probably not, but that's okay. I don't really mind. Yeah, that's all. Goodbye, friends. See you next week.